Hey guys, so we are starting Cambridge IGCSE Chemistry, Chapter 1 States of Matter, and the topic here we are going to cover is diffusion. Have you ever observed if you spray a perfume in the air, the scent of the perfume soon spread throughout the room? Similarly, if someone is cooking curry in the kitchen, soon we can detect the smell of the spices in every room. Why this is happening? Actually, in the air particles have a lot of spaces available between them. The gas particle from the surface of the spices and from the perfume escape and move between the spaces of air particles. They will start moving randomly in between these spaces and spread throughout the room. This process of moving the particles freely to fill up all the spaces available in the room is known as diffusion. So we can define the diffusion as the movement of particles from the area of higher concentration to the area of low concentration. We can explain the diffusion of gases with the help of very simple experiment. Let's take a gas jar filled with bromine particles and take another jar filled with air particles. The air particle jar should be inverted on the top of bromine jar and the two jars are separated by the help of cover. The air jar contains just air particles which are colorless, and the bromine jar contains just bromine vapors which are red brown in color. If we just remove the cover between them, soon after some time the air and bromine will start mixing with each other, and we can see the color in both jars. After some time, they will make a homogeneous mixture in both jars. Here the word homogeneous means we can have same color on both jars throughout and we can have same composition of air and bromine throughout both jars. Why this is happening? Actually, when we were having just the air jar, there were a lot of spaces present between air particles. So the bromine particles can go and take up all the spaces present between air particles. Similarly, the air particles can go and take all the spaces present between bromine particles. So that's how the two gases are mixing with each other and forming a homogeneous mixture containing both particles throughout the jar. Rate of the diffusion of gases depends upon relative molecular mass. Here, molecular mass means the total mass of the gas particles. We can demonstrate the difference in the rate of diffusion by the help of very simple experiment. Here we are taking two gases, first ammonia with the molecular mass of 17 and second hydrogen chloride with the relative molecular mass of 36.5. To start the experiment, soak one piece of the cotton wool in concentrated aqueous ammonia and other piece of the cotton wool in concentrated hydrochloric acid. Now place these two cotton pieces at the ends of the tube which should be horizontal here. After that, immediately close the ends of the tube with the help of rubber stoppers. Here, ensure that the glass tubing is horizontal. After some time, you will see a white ring formed at the center of the tube. Why this white ring is forming here? Actually, the ammonia and the hydrogen chloride will react together by the help of a chemical reaction and form ammonium chloride in the form of white ring. Now, check the distance of the white ring from both ends. You will see that the distance of the white ring will be less from the hydrogen chloride side, but the distance will be more from the ammonia side. Why? Here, actually, ammonia is diffusing faster because of the low molecular mass, and the hydrogen chloride is diffusing low as compared to ammonia because of its high molecular mass. So, we can say that gases with low molecular mass always diffuse faster than the gases with high molecular mass. Why must the tube be horizontal and stoppered? Tube should be horizontal to minimize the effect of gravitational force. Actually, if we take the vertical tube, then the gas particles which are at the top and the gas particles which are at the bottom will have different gravitational effect. So, if we are taking the horizontal tube, effect of gravity will be same on all the particles due to the same height. So that is the reason we are taking horizontal tube to minimize the gravitational force. The tube is stoppered to prevent the escape of the gas particles from the tube. And why does the ring will not appear immediately but will take some time? The particles of the ammonia and hydrogen chloride will take some time to diffuse from the ends. They will start coming closer to each other, and the ring will appear only when these two will react together and form ammonium chloride. Is there any other factor that can affect the diffusion? Which factor? Yes, the temperature can affect the rate of the diffusion. If we increase the temperature, the particles now will have more kinetic energy, and with the more kinetic energy, their movement will increase, and also the diffusion will become faster. Diffusion can also happen in liquids. We can explain the diffusion in liquids by the help of very simple experiment. Take a jar full of water. Take a small crystal of potassium manganate 7 at the bottom of the jar. At the start, you will see a deep purple solution only at the bottom. After a few minutes, you will see the deep purple solution will start moving towards the top. And if you see the jar after a few hours, the solution will become uniformly purple because of the diffusion. But remember, the rate of the diffusion in liquid will be slow as compared to gases. Why the rate of the diffusion is slow in liquid as compared to gases? We can explain the answer with the help of kinetic particle theory. Actually, the molecules of the liquid have strong intermolecular attraction between them as compared to gas particles which have very less attraction and they can move freely. But the liquid, because of the strong attraction, will move slowly. So the diffusion will be slow. Diffusion in the liquid is also slow because the liquid particles will not have enough spaces available between them so that the other liquid can come and move between them. Whereas in the gas particles, the free available spaces are more as compared to liquid. So that is the reason diffusion in liquid will be slow. We can make the diffusion of the liquid even faster by the help of temperature. If we increase the temperature of the liquid, the particles of the liquid will gain more energy, and this kinetic energy will increase the speed of the particles and also diffusion.